So the Havens are a specially adapted hospital for people who have been a victim of a serious sexual assault. They come with police. The police officer, the site officer will escort them with them, and then they'll wait until the examination has been completed.
Clients, when they come here with the police, we will meet them downstairs and bring them in. And then this is where we enter the Haven to go upstairs to the forensic suite. The site officer will stay in one office.
My role is to support victims throughout the investigation of a serious sexual assault and to support them up until trial and after as well. It's very important so we can get as much evidence as we can from the victim and also help the victim with any sort of support that she needs or he needs throughout the investigation as well.
It's like a waiting room, and that's where the crisis worker will speak to the client about what's going to happen next in the forensic. It's usually just two females, which is the examiner and the crisis worker. And then once we've finished talking, I will go and speak to the examiner, make sure that everything's okay, and then I will escort the client in through to the examination consultation suite.
So this is the forensic suite. This is where we initially bring in the client. First of all, get the consent from the client, so explain what the forensic medical examination entails. They're in charge of what they want to consent to, so if they didn't want to have pictures taken or videos taken, then it's normally discussed here when they sign the consent form.
And throughout the whole examination, everything is the client's choice.
So after they get changed into their patient gown, they then come through to the examination room. If they've agreed to me seeing every part of them, then I start from head and go all the way down. And at any point, any sort of injuries that I have or haven't seen. So even if there isn't any injuries, but they tell me they're really tender somewhere, I will still document that, because it could be too early for an injury to come, or it could have been, an injury may have been there and then may have healed already, so I still write an area of tenderness. I'll go and get my body maps out of here, and I'll document any injuries that I see or any areas of tenderness. If it's a non-intimate area and I need to take a picture of it, I would show the Havens number, and then I'll show the area, so I don't take a picture of the person's face or anything like that, unless it is a bruise to the face, and then I try my hardest to only get the bruise here or just the eye instead of the whole face.
Once the examination is done, the client can go for a shower or just get dressed.
They'll come sit out back where we were before, and once we've gone through the aftercare, they'll sit back outside in the pre-forensic room while I come back in here and seal the samples, and then hand over to the SOA officer.
And we'll have the samples given to us so we can take them to the Metropolitan Police laboratory to then get examined, so we can find if there's any DNA, so then we can then identify who the attacker is.
So the advice I would give someone who's been sexually assaulted is, if it's within 7 days, you can call the Havens as soon as possible within that time. Not wash at all. Keep the clothing that you were wearing at the time, especially your underwear. If it was in your home, then the bedding would need to be collected as well, so that would need to be saved. So if the police aren't involved, the client needs to make sure that all these things are collected.
We as police do not judge anyone, so no matter what the background is of that person or what has happened, we do not judge. Okay? We're there simply to help and to investigate and to put predators behind bars.